Welcome to the story. Best wishes to you. Prepare for a journey of secrets, lies, and chilling suspense. Ethan had always trusted his instincts, but the moment Emily stepped through the door after her cousin's lavish wedding, something felt off. She moved stiffly, her eyes darting around the room as though expecting someone, or something, to appear from the shadows. The perfume she usually wore had been replaced with a sharp, almost synthetic scent, and her smile, though polite, didn't reach her eyes. "The wedding was fine," she said, voice tight, as she dropped her clutch onto the hallway table. Ethan noticed her trembling fingers, the subtle bite of her lip, and the way she avoided looking at him directly. Hours later, curiosity gnawed at him. The wedding had been just a few hours ago, and Emily had already posted several photos on Instagram, posed selfies, group pictures, and candid shots of her dancing. He scrolled through them, pretending casual interest, but a sudden chill froze him when he noticed a reflection in one of her photos. In the wine glass she was holding, just at the corner of the table, there was a figure, a man whose face wasn't captured fully, but the angle revealed Emily's lips pressed against his. Her hands held him close, and there was an intimacy there that didn't belong in a family wedding setting. Ethan's stomach twisted. His mind raced. He studied the picture, zooming in, analyzing every detail. The man wasn't in the official guest list he had seen online. No connection to any family he knew. It was impossible, wasn't it? Emily had always been faithful, or at least, she had made him believe so. He closed the app, tried to shake off the feeling, but the thought refused to leave. Something had happened at that wedding, something she hadn't told him. By the next morning, Ethan couldn't take the uncertainty any longer. He started tracking the man, using clues from the reflection, his watch, his posture, the style of his jacket. After some digging, he discovered the man's name, Marcus Hale, a local businessman, in town only briefly, whose social media presence was almost non-existent. Every lead seemed to deepen the mystery, and a gnawing suspicion told Ethan that this wasn't just about Emily's betrayal. It was bigger. Ethan confronted Emily gently at first, masking the storm inside him. "Emily, I saw the photo." His voice trembled slightly, betraying his attempt at calm. Her face paled, the practiced composure crumbling for a fleeting moment. "What photo?" she asked, too quickly, too sharply. "The one at the wedding. The wine glass. You were with someone who isn't family," Ethan said, careful not to raise his voice. Her eyes darted to the floor. That's when he knew. The truth had slipped. Emily's confession was hesitant, fragmented. It was nothing. Just, "I met someone from work, and I didn't mean anything. It just happened." Her words were a fragile shield over the guilt radiating from her. Ethan's heart pounded, but beneath the hurt, an even deeper unease took hold. He didn't just feel betrayal. He felt danger. Ethan began investigating more. He contacted a private investigator friend, shared the photo, and asked every question he could think of. Days passed, and the pieces started forming a picture far darker than he imagined. Marcus Hale, the man Emily kissed, had connections, not to a lover, but to a criminal network involved in corporate theft and identity fraud. One photo led to another lead. One message led to another, and Ethan realized Emily's encounter had been no accident. She had walked into a trap, a setup that could have cost more than their marriage. It could have destroyed their lives. Then came the chilling revelation. Another wedding guest, a seemingly innocent cousin's friend named Victor, had been manipulating events from behind the scenes. He had engineered Marcus's presence, ensured Emily would be in his path, and had documented everything meticulously. Videos, photos, even audio recordings, all pointing to a sinister game of manipulation. Victor wasn't just a bystander. He had been orchestrating the betrayal, feeding lies, watching every reaction, savoring the chaos he caused. Ethan confronted Emily again, this time with evidence. She collapsed into tears, sobbing as the weight of the truth crushed her. I didn't know he was like that. I never meant for this," she whispered. Ethan's anger burned, but deeper than that was a razor-sharp fear. They had stepped into a world neither of them fully understood, and the danger was still very real. Together, they devised a plan. Ethan would track Marcus and Victor, gathering undeniable proof of their crimes, while keeping Emily safe. He became methodical, obsessive even, setting traps, documenting movements, watching every step. The tension was unbearable. Every knock on the door, every unknown car in the driveway made their hearts leap. But slowly, meticulously, the puzzle pieces fell into place. The climax came one stormy night. Ethan had followed Marcus to a warehouse on the outskirts of town. Surveillance cameras, covert recordings, and a police sting operation, all coordinated in silence. Marcus and Victor were caught red-handed, their network exposed, their schemes unraveled. Emily, though shaken, stood by Ethan's side, tears streaming down her face, yet a sense of relief washing over her. They had survived the shadow of deception, but the scars remained. In the aftermath, Ethan realized the depth of human complexity. Love, betrayal, danger, and redemption intertwined in ways no one could predict. Emily's loyalty had been tested, Ethan's trust shattered, but in the crucible of suspense and fear, their bond had emerged stronger, tempered by fire and edged with caution. Every photo, every reflection, every hidden detail mattered. And as they stood together, Ethan knew one undeniable truth. The world was never as safe as it seemed, but with vigilance, courage, and unwavering determination, even the darkest conspiracies could be exposed. And as they looked at each other, a silent vow passed between them. Never again would deception be allowed to creep into their lives unnoticed. Every shadow would be questioned, every reflection scrutinized, and every step taken with eyes wide open. They had survived the web of lies, but the memory of that wedding, the kiss in the wine glass, the hidden cameras, the dark games, would linger forever, a chilling reminder that suspense and danger often hide in plain sight.